Hey, it's JR from Shop Marketing Pros here. A shop owner in San Antonio asked me a great question the other day, something I've been asked before. So I thought I would take the time and answer it in more detail. The question was, how does he know that his Google ads that a marketing company is currently running for him are as good as they can be? How does he know what ways they should be improved, or are they already there? So I wanted to take the time to ask some questions of you that you could ask of your own marketing campaign or your marketing company to know whether or not your Google ads need to be improved or not. So, if you have ever had some of the symptoms that maybe put you in the same boat as this other shop owner, is number one, gut feeling. Do you feel like, I don't know if they're as good as not? It's something I do, but I'm not really quite sure. If you're not getting a report on your ads at all, you have no visibility on them, that might be a good reason to be watching this video right now. If you don't have any idea what a conversion looks like for your ads, like you don't know if you're getting calls or form fills through your website or CRM, so you're not really sure if the ads are working or not, that would be another reason. If you started doing Google Ads as an add-on, like you're using another software or something, and you just check the box to pay a little extra for Google Ads, then that might be a good reason to check this out to make sure you're getting your money's worth, and also are they doing as good as they can with Google Ads? Because I will say Google Ads are the mainstay at this point for most shops advertising. The primary source usually for leads and prospects usually comes from Google Ads. I mean, they work, right? They're the sort of thing that people are searching for something. Google is the biggest search engine in the world. You want to be there. So most shops are using them. It's not something to flounce over. So, and then another thing to think about is your ad budget being spent too quickly? Is it something where, well, A, do you even know what your ad budget is for Google? And then is it gone in a flash, or are they not spending it all? So these are some of the things that might lead you to ask these questions. So to back up a second, I want to use a basic comparison ourselves, of course. I like to think we do as good as we possibly can with Google Ads. We really pay a lot of attention to the process. We got some very smart people in place to look over them and always improve on them. So the first question would be, to have you done a proper kickoff process? Has someone taken the time to learn about your shop and asked you the questions about what specialties you do? What keywords do you want to target? What is your geographic radius? So you may have heard the term geo-targeting before. Well, Google Ads are set up to show to people in a particular radius. Like in the background, you can see I've got ads here. I'm sitting in Louisiana. These shops that are showing up on the map are all within 3 miles of my house. Well, I mean, let's just face it. I'm probably not going to drive 30 minutes away. So why would I show an ad? Unless you're a specialty shop who does something pretty unique, then you can change your geographic targeting to be a bit wider. But most shops, it's going to be within 3 to 5 miles. So geo-targeting is a big way. Google make it very easy to spend your money on ads. They click, it charges you. But you don't want someone clicking that then is not going to come, right? So that kickoff meeting would provide a marketing partner like us with the answers we really need to make sure the ads are focused to what they need to be for you. The report I mentioned earlier, it should show cost per click, click-through rate, and conversions. I'm going to show you an example. So this right here, let me make my face out of the way, right? This right here is just an example of one of our reports that shows the overall cost that was spent in a month. Ad budgets can be all over the place for shops. In general, they start somewhere around $500 to $1,000 a month. If you're in a major competitive area, that budget can be higher. So that's another thing. When I said earlier, you want to know what your budget is, your marketing partner should be able to guide you and say, look, there's not a lot of people doing ads there. You probably don't need to spend as much, or you got tons of competition. We're going to need to up that budget. And then, impressions means how many people see the ads, but the real number is, this is how you're charged right here. Those number of clicks, what is the average click-through rate, and then what is the cost? CPC means cost per click. This is how much you're paying for that lead, right? Ultimately, though, you need to know how many of those people became paying customers. This is a very tricky thing to measure. And you want to know what is considered a conversion. If they went to my website, is that a conversion? Well, that number is going to be really high because a lot of people are going to go there, but then not do something, right? So for us, we ask the client that. It's usually a phone call. And then, if you're using a call tracking number, which we always do, then you can listen to the calls. We can tag them to see if they became a client. And then, so here an example below, you're also seeing all the different types of ads and stuff that are running. So remember I said before that you shouldn't just be targeting a single keyword there. You should know what your keywords are. Well, these are just examples of all these different ads we have running. Keywords can range between, 5 and 100 or something like that, but you never want to just do auto repair. And there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, where Google frowns upon auto repair as a term. You would do plus auto plus repair. So anyway, your ad manager should be doing this right. You will know with the Google report, but you can see the visibility of some of these things. There's different things to focus on. Some do better than others. And, like this one's performing really well with clicks. And then breaking down all the different costs and the average cost per click. So being able to see that is huge. It gives you peace of mind of, all right, well, they're not spending all my money in one place and something that's targeting, something that that's too general. And then your ad manager should be looking at this and saying, you know what, this is doing well, this is not. Let's pivot. Let's change this. You don't want to set it and forget it. You want to spy and optimize. Just made that up. You want someone paying attention to your ads, right? So changing it and constantly tweaking it. I fear with the add-on things, often what you will see is they use the same ads for every shop. They don't really ask you questions, and then it's just on and it's just there in the background. That's not really the right way to do Google Ads. I mentioned earlier an example of phone calls. So this particular client in a single month got 31. You'll get a lot of clicks, right? And but if you know your average RO, things like that, and you got 31 calls and 10 of them became clients, then you can do that multiplication, right? That's what's so great about Google Ads, is that you can see where the return on investment comes in. So we use call tracking phone numbers. Most people do. Again, you got to make sure the call tracking numbers for the ad, particularly, not just for everything. So, there's tricks that marketers play to make their numbers look good, but in reality, you need to know who called from the ad and did they become a client. So we talked a bit about the kickoff meeting for your shop, keywords, geographic targeting, what should be a report and what should be on that report. Communication is another big one. I mentioned, having this kickoff meeting, but also on an ongoing basis, do you have someone that you can reach out to and ask questions about your ads? Hey, how is it doing this month? Hey, I've got my report. I don't know what this means. Can you go over it with me? Hey, I had an idea. Hey, I added a new service. Ask yourself this question. If I needed to reach out to my ad manager right now, do I know how to do that? And how long would it take them to get back to me? If it takes someone 2 weeks to get back to you, or you don't even know who to reach out to, well, that's not a good sign, right? That's not a very good working relationship. Okay, so I'm going to summarize. We've talked about a lot of different things to look out for what makes a good Google ad and what doesn't. One more page, two more things here, actually. Landing pages versus home pages. The destination of your ads makes a big difference. So I don't know who these ads are. I'm not going to click on and target these people, but if I clicked on this and it just took me to the home page of their website, which is fairly common, you want to make sure your website is very good and it's designed to convert. Let's face it, not every shop website is as great as it could be. Websites is a whole nother video and topic, but for an ad, you want the experience to be seamless. Imagine someone is clicking on an ad, they need a solution right then. It needs to take them to a place that makes it very, very clear what you want them to do. Oftentimes, we will end up making a landing page for people instead of a website. Unless we build the website ourselves, usually there's a lot of stuff going on the homepage, or it's a template-based website, whatever. I'd rather you come to this one, immediately, make an appointment. It's big and orange and bold. It's very clear what we want the people to do. So, and then you scroll down and it's kind of like a mini website. That's what a landing pages is. We usually will build one of these as part of our process for people just because it makes a better conversion experience. If you imagine a funnel, you may have heard this in the talk of sales, right? They click on the ad and then they go to the landing page and then they click on this thing. Sometimes, first of all, you want to make the funnel, you don't want to let them leave the funnel. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to slip out. So the destination of your ad could be one. If all those ads, they're all one's talking about transmission repair and one's talking about coolant and all this kind of stuff, and they're all just leading to the homepage, well, it would be a lot better for the transmission repair one to go to a page specific about transmission repair, right? So that's something to consider the destination. Another question to ask your ad partner. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was retargeting. If you've ever heard that term before, retargeting means if I click on your Google ad, right, and I click on it, but then I leave. I'm just doing research, or I didn't make the call right then. Well, I want to follow you around, and I want to make sure I'm in your face and reminding you, hey, you're interested. Click on me. So not everybody doesn't always click at the top of the funnel, right? Sometimes it takes a little bit of reminding, which is what marketing is all about. Omni-channel marketing means hitting them in all different, again, another topic, but you should ask, am I retargeting? And usually retargeting is done with Facebook. So Facebook makes a little pixel. It's called a Facebook pixel. We can plant on a website or a landing page. And then if someone gets there and then leaves, we can follow them around and show them an ad when they go to Facebook. So this is one of our Shop Marketing Pros retargeting ads. If someone went to our website and then left, they're going to go to Facebook and they're going to see this ad sooner or later. It's kind of creepy and magical all at the same time, but this is a great 1-2, the cross on your Google ads after the jab is to have retargeting set up. A lot of shops are not taking advantage of this. Facebook is, it's a great augmentation. It has an advertising platform. I'm not talking about boosting posts. Setting up retargeting in Facebook would be another thing. So another question to ask, is my retargeting set up? So let's sum up. I know I've jumped around to a lot of different topics, but I'm going to ask the questions right here. I've got them written down in front of me so I don't forget them. And then I'm going to have a download below where you can download these questions, fill it out yourself, ask it, and then you can know if you need to upgrade your Google Ads or not. So number 1, what is my monthly ad budget set to? What is the geographic targeting radius set to? What keywords am I targeting? This means asking for a keyword report. Last month, or fill in the blank on your time frame, what was my cost per click, click-through rate, and conversion rate? What are my conversions tracking? So you want to know if conversion means a call, a page view, a form fill, etc. Am I getting a monthly report on my ad performance, or is there a dashboard I can log into? Dashboard is cool. We do both. We send a report and we also have a dashboard. People can go in and change the date range or whatever. But at the very least, you probably want a monthly report. Can someone explain to me the numbers that I'm seeing on the report? Can I listen to phone calls from my ads? How often are my ads refreshed or optimized? If I want to talk to someone about my ads, how do I contact that person? And how long will they take to get back to me? Am I running Facebook ads? Is retargeting set up on my Google ads? Has the Facebook pixel been installed on my website or landing page? What are the destinations for my ads? Are there any landing pages set up for my Google ads? And finally, is my ad budget right for my area and the competition therein? So, giving you a lot to think about here about optimizing your Google ads. I hope that you take this and put some of it into play. Of course, we do all of these things. If you were to ask us any of these questions, we'd not only respond to you quickly, but we'd be happy to answer them and go over this with our clients. So if you do find that you're not satisfied with your Google ads, send me an email, give us a call, JR at Shop Marketing Pros. I'd love to talk with you about it more, but I hope this has been helpful. Have a good day.